Hello guys again. Welcome to another one of my live videos, and big breaking news now, as we always update you on this channel, and more things are going to report tonight as it is deadline day. That yes, Arsenal are desperate in for a replacement now for Alexis Sanchez. They've seen Oxlade-Chamberlain go, they've seen Kieran Gibbs go, and Mustafi could presumably still go as well from the current club. And apparently now Arsenal have put a £92 million bid in for Lemar from Monaco, and apparently this bid has been accepted by Monaco. But from the player's perspective, Lemar, he's not. Apparently, reports are stemming. It stemmed from Sky Sports. They've been notified that Lemar is not interested in making the move to the Emirates, and the current player would prefer the move to Anfield. So from Arsenal's perspective, they may have withdrawn this now. The pursuit of Lemar now, it may have now, or definitely now, come to a conclusion, as Monaco have accepted this £92 million bid. But at the player's perspective, he wants to currently make the move to Liverpool. And we know with Monaco's resistance, in this transfer window regarding Thomas Lemar, and they confirmed in July did Monaco, they were not willing to see any more players depart the club after they've lost a lot of players in this current transfer window. We know Lemar's in currently France at the moment. We know early on in the window, Arsenal have been in discussions. It was their main priority target. They'd had 2 bids rejected in the region after talks. And Arsene Wenger classified it as currently dead before, and then Liverpool have come into the equation. They've been in talks with Monaco. He's got a contract until 2020. Liverpool have had a 55, they'd had a 66 million bid rejected, but they were in the region of preparing a third bid for Lemar in the region of 76 million pound, and Arsenal offered nearly 20. Well, I think it's nearly 20 more million pound than that. But from the player's perspective, according to reports, that he's no interest in making the move to Emirates, and that the player wants to make the move to Anfield. And we know Monaco being reluctant and resisted because they've rejected 2 bids from Liverpool. They've now rejected 2 bids. They've rejected 2 bids from Arsenal before. We know Liverpool are investing a lot of money in this transfer window. They've got Keita now. They've got Salah. They're on the verge of getting Van Dijk. There's still we're not sure what's happening with Coutinho yet, but it's big breaking news, guys. Got a contract till 2020. He can play in the middle. He can play on the left. And Arsenal's perspective, they're only willing to offload Alexis Sanchez if they can get that adequate replacement for Alexis Sanchez. That's the only reason they were willing to do this. But now it could be a change of scenery because Arsenal's on their radar. They've had to replace Sanchez as Julian Draxler. That is very unlikely that's going to happen. And they've, of course, had Lemar. They've come in with a £92 million bid. It's been accepted, and we know Wenger is in Paris, in the process of probably trying to get a deal secured for the current player. But now this has not currently materialised. As a player's perspective, he does not want to make the move to Arsenal. As I said, when you haven't got Champions League football, first time in 2 decades, it's going to be very difficult. Indeed, he did score 12 goals. He did 51 appearances, 14 goals, 14 assists last season, all competition for the club. Very good for France as well, Lemar. So presumably, if he wants to make the move to Liverpool, Liverpool may now feel as though they could be in his centre now. The player wants to make the move to Liverpool, and now Liverpool could come in with a bid, maybe just as somewhere in the region of what Arsenal have just bidded, or he may end up staying at Monaco. Currently Thomas Lemar. But now the Sanchez situation, as I do keep mentioning on a few occasions, it did say at Tuesday Arsenal had City had a 50 million bid rejected. Yes, sorry, should I say? And they've had presumably an initial 55 million plus add-ons, which is £60 million agreed. But this was a debate until Arsenal to see if Arsenal could find a replacement. But now this has not materialised. Arsene Wenger will stand firm, and he will not want to sanction the current Chilean of Alexis Sanchez. And he's quoted this out as Sanchez has told his teammates that he does want to join Manchester City. He's been linked in a kit with a Manchester City shirt on, and he does want to currently make the move. The player that made his first appearance against Liverpool, the player that currently left the training camp, is trying to force the move, and he announced this earlier on in the summer, after Confederations Cup. He knew where future live, numerous teams have been interested in the player. Arsenal bought him 35 million in 2014. Pep Guardiola's looking to reunite with the player, of course, and he's won 3 FA Cups in 4 seasons and a couple of Community Shields, and we know discussions had been going on over this over the weekend. But Sanchez had talks with Wenger as well, and Wenger said he's worked hard, he's very, very happy. He said he was convinced he would see out his deal, then he'd become free next summer. But from an Arsenal perspective, they would rather cash in for Alex Sanchez, who banged 24 goals in last season for Arsenal. But he's told his Chilean mates he wants to make the move to Manchester City. Does Alex Sanchez? City have invested a lot of money, they're still convinced they can get Evans. And they're still convinced could possibly get Sanchez, but now that may be unlikely now as Arsenal looking like they've withdrawn the pursuit of Thomas Lemar. The players come out and insisted he would rather make the move to Liverpool. So very, very disappointing for Arsenal. We know even if Arsenal do get that replacement, they still need more in their team to the full length touch. Need a replacement for Chamberlain, need a replacement for Gibbs, need a replacement for Gabriel. So Arsenal are in deep, deep trouble, and I just don't see them now making any signings at all, because this window is now coming to an end tonight at 11 o'clock. But Lamar's very skillful, he can play on the left, he can play on the mid, he's very good in the air, good young talent, a huge, huge prospect, and I think wherever he went, it'd be interesting to see how he would participate in the Premier League, because a lot of French players are good, but he could end up staying at Monaco, but the player insisted apparently he wants to make the move to Anfield, and Liverpool have had beginning talks. Liverpool have had two bids currently rejected, so Liverpool are still seeking, they can put £145 million on Van Dijk and still potentially, possibly get Lemar on the board as well, guys. But this is big breaking news. 92 million is a world record fee for Arsenal, and it has been accepted by Monaco because we know they've stood firm over the regards to Lemar. But the player has basically apparently come out and said he'd rather join Liverpool, so this will be disappointing for Arsenal. Julian Draxler, can't see him leaving PSG as the reason up the ranks. Schalke. Arsenal, PSG only bought him in January from Wolfsburg, so PSG may want to elevate him to that high level, may want to give him another season at the club, even though he could potentially be surplus to requirements. He's another youngster as well, but Sanchez has wanted to move for the majority of the transfer. He said he wants Champions League football. He left the decision to Arsenal. Alexis Sanchez, and Wenger stood firm, he's being ruthless, and he's being convinced that Sanchez will stay. Sanchez turned down £300,000 a week from Arsenal. He was demanding £400,000 a week, and he did say the other day that City had agreed an initial £325,000 a week for Alexis Sanchez, but now in the process of it, Arsene Wenger he'll stand even more firm now. The stance will not be softened now, especially looking like Lemar does not want to make the move to Arsenal. They can't find an adequate replacement, so now they'll do the best now, Arsenal, to try and keep Sanchez on the board, to currently at least see out his current deal. But Arsenal, yes, in turmoil, absolute turmoil in this current transfer window now. Our Arsenal Football Club, they're in deep, deep trouble. As I'm saying, they're in deep, deep turmoil, and Sanchez still wants to make the move, but City, Arsenal are trying to get that replacement on the board, and they failed to materialise that. They did. I think they got a good signing, with Lacazette. Fair enough, they got a good signing with Lacazette, but Arsenal need more. They need more. They need someone at the back. They need an attacker. They presumably need a midfield now that Chamberlain's gone, and they're not going to do this at Arsenal. So I think Wenger's plans now is to probably keep Sanchez, or try to keep Sanchez, even though he's forcing the current move. And he'll have to have plans in January to try and get some players on the board. And Arsenal have had a terrible start to the season. Lost 1-0 to Stoke, got absolutely annihilated at Liverpool. So, and all the fans are on Arsene Wenger's back, as they have been for 2 or 3 years now, yeah, Monaco have lost the majority of their players. They could still lose Fabinho. Whether he's going to PSG or not, I don't know what's happening with him. Mbappe is going to PSG now by the looks of things, so Monaco have been ruthless and resistance. But the laughing part about it is Monaco actually accepted this 92 million bid, but the players actually come out and insisted he don't want to join Arsenal. He would rather join Liverpool over Arsenal. This has been reported. Monaco had agreed back in July they were not willing to depart any more players from their current club. So Arsenal will be disappointed about this. So they should be now keen that they'll keep Sanchez, but the main thing is, it said the other day that City were paid off money, offered Sterling as part of the deal, and Arsenal were going to be presumably paying a mate-weight fee. So Arsenal were then taking that under consideration for Sterling, because Sterling may be falling down the pecking order now, with the amount of money that City have invested into the club now in this transfer. Now, they've invested a lot of money in the past, City, and that was one of the reasons they won the First League title. But with Sterling, City paid £49 million for him 2 years ago, back in 2015 from Liverpool. He has participated in City's first 3 games as Raheem Sterling, but that had come to a conclusion. Same with Aguero. You heard the rumours earlier on about that. They're not willing to offload Aguero or Sterling as part of the Sanchez deal now. So that has now come to a conclusion. But all Wenger wants, he's been at the club over a decade. He went years without winning a trophy, but he's still a very, very successful manager. But I think a lot of Arsenal fans have had enough now, but they were trying to get that replacement. But now what Lemar's come out with, apparently now this will not happen. He'll either stay at Monaco, or Liverpool are prepared to put a third bid in. There were talks about him putting a Origi on loan. That's not going to happen now because he's gone elsewhere. They may come in with a bid of between £75, £80 million to test Monaco's stance, and then that may be accepted. He may then move to Liverpool, or the player could presumably end up staying at Monaco. And we've had slight interest in Sanchez as well. There's still rumours saying we could possibly still hijack Sanchez away, but Arsenal are not going to make this easy because they're struggling to get that alternative replacement for the current player, guys, as I do keep saying. So, but with Liverpool, as I keep saying, with Van Dijk, there's people coming out saying now the Van Dijk deal is very, very close. Is the Van Dijk deal? It's very, very close. It's not far away now. As he was spotted at St John Lennon Airport the other day. Apparently he's left currently, he's backed away from training, and he's basically now trying to force the move of Virgil van Dijk. So Liverpool are convinced they can get a £70 million deal wrapped up for him, because Liverpool presumably do need someone at the back as well. They've got Naby Keita now, who's a good signing for them, but that's not till 1st July 2018. I'm not quite sure what's going to be happening with Coutinho just as yet, as I've updated you earlier on about that situation. So anyway, that's the latest news now about this. A bid has been accepted by Lemar. Arsenal have now ended the pursuit because the player's perspective, he'd rather join Liverpool over Arsenal. And this is in quite a few media outlets as well, guys. So anyway, put your opinions below on the situation. Arsenal fans watching, what do you think to this situation? Put your likes below on the video. Subscribe as always, and take it easy, guys. I'll see you all later. Ta-ra. We'll be having some more news if all else updates later on, which I presume it will. So I'll see you later, guys. Ta-ra.